video is based on my internet research. It may not be 100% accurate.
Hey YouTube family, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Universe Collector. In today's video, we will talk about a beautiful fitness model. People are often amazed to see the beauty of this fitness model. What do you think about this beautiful fitness model? Tell us in the comments.
We gon' live, we gon' fight, off the cliff, take a dive, swing and miss, feel alive, get back up, we gon' thrive, never stop, living life, take it off, take a dip at night, pretty girls, pretty sights, city girls and city lights, here I go, I'm gonna reach for the stars, I'm gonna reach to go far, you already know, I've had a couple of scars, they remind us who we are, take me away, off to a much better place, off to a much better state, take me away, I just need out of this space, I just need out of this place.
Oh yeah, now wouldn't that be nice? And when you need to revive, just take a deep look inside. Now put your hands up high like you ain't coming down. Go on and touch the sky, get your feet off the ground. Now put your hands up high like you ain't coming down. Go on and touch the sky, get your feet off the ground.
Making a stack, then I'm making a rack, and I give it all back to the people who lack. Got me on fleek, no you got me on flack. Start all the beef, then you take it all back. Didn't believe, now you see me on track. Keep up with me, cause I never look back. Used to know me, but I'm not like my past. Reinvent me like you wish that you had, let's go. I just wanna touch the sky, west coast. I just wanna feel alive, I know the way I wanna feel inside, and I go living through the painful nights, but I know I'm coming out the other side, and I know I wouldn't want another life, oh no. I love who I am inside, and I'ma live today like any day can die, yo.
Oh yeah, now wouldn't that be nice? And when you need to revive, just take a deep look inside. Now put your hands up high like you ain't coming down. Go on and touch the sky, get your feet off the ground. Now put your hands up high like you ain't coming down. Go on and touch the sky, get your feet off the ground. Yeah.
And if you have come for the first time on the channel and you have not subscribed the channel yet, then press the subscribe button now and also press the bell icon to see more new videos like this. And now we come to the video.
Eleonora Dobrinina has always been fit and active, hiking in the mountains and working in gyms teaching aerobic classes. She started to take fitness to a whole new level after her father's death. His presence as a champion wrestler for the Soviet Union stood out in her mind as a powerful and confident character that commanded respect. But things were not all plain sailing for Eleonora. She moved to a new country at a young age, leaving everything behind. She faced endless roadblocks and hurdles. Her fitness began to suffer, and at one point, she doubled her weight. After gaining the extra weight, she made a promise to herself to get fitter than she'd ever been before. Needless to say, she did exactly that. She succeeded in becoming a WBFF pro athlete as well as representing the IFBB as a pro competitor. When she was growing up as a child, her father had a lasting impression on her as he was one of the most successful sports persons. Her father was a professional wrestler who always got first or second in any competition he do take part in. His demanding presence and ability to get anything he wanted really stood out in her mind. He was admired and respected by everyone. This committed a lasting impression in this young daughter's mind. She said he always got what he wanted, and people around him loved him and admired him. That image really parked itself in my memory forever, leaving such an impression on the young Eleonora. It was incredibly hard on her and her mother when he died at the youthful age of 36-year-old. She was only 14 at the time of his death. At the time, she said to herself, I will be like him at this best, and I will do everything I can to make him proud of me, even if he is not close. From this point onwards, she started hitting the gym non-stop. She was already teaching aerobic classes, but the gym owners saw how enthusiastic she was and offered her a position as a personal trainer. She remembers feeling blessed, but a thought loomed over her. I was not sure I could really handle being one-on-one with anyone and inspire someone to listen to me and follow me as an authority on training. Not realizing it, but many people in the gym looked to her for inspiration and motivation by seeking her total commitment to training and a healthy lifestyle. She said, I did not even realize how I looked and that people looked at me as a professional athlete and professional coach. People followed me like crazy and jumped into my classes with happily smiles, telling me that I inspired them to perform better and to look better and that they admired me because of my look. Helping others in the bid to become healthier by showing them weight can be achieved with hard work and commitment. Everyone looked to her for diet and training tips. She was all too happy to help. She completed her course in personal training, which was one of her biggest dreams. She is grateful for everything she has accomplished. She takes a philosophical view on her progression through life. Sometimes we don't realize what we are accomplishing and where we are until suddenly we find we are no longer mere students but teachers. She said, the goals are attained and the responsibilities that follow the achievements grow. Consistent effort plus consistent positive visualization really works for sure. If you really want something, you dream about it every single day and you follow your dream and one day it will true for sure. You can't even expect it. You just think and do and it just will happen. I was born active. It is in my blood. I cannot imagine my life without sports fitness. In all aspects of my life, I include fitness. After a few years establishing herself as one of the best trainers in her local area, her mother decided to move from Moldova to Canada in 2005 and she was 23 at the time and the move was hard as she had to give up everything she worked and start again from zero. Her relationship with fitness suffered as she had to work two jobs that were not in the fitness industry. Her lack of English in the beginning held her back and working in many different places, she struggled to go to the gym. At this moment in her life, the gym was her only salvation. She do look forward to every day when she could get back into the gym. Not having the possibilities to go to university as she had to work many jobs to pay the bills or take English classes. Because of her busy schedule working consistently, things were looked tough for her. But one thing stood out in her mind all the way through these difficult moments, and that was her father's smile, cheering her on to keep moving forward. She said, keep my number one person in my mind, my father, remembering how he never gave up and always was positive and smiling. Thinking about that keeps me strong and I just keep moving forward step by step, learning English on my own, starting to meet new people and getting a chance to spend more time in the gym when I could. At a young age, Eleonora that if she stops training or starts to eat more than she needs, her body holds on to extra weight very quickly. This was okay in the beginning as she worked in the gym. Her body holds on to extra weights very quickly. This was okay in the beginning as she worked in the gym where she gave classes from 8 am to 12 pm most days. But with her new lifestyle in Canada, the weight started to scale up. After 6 months of being in the country, her weight went from showing 118 to 126. This was the first time she realized that she had to start controlling what she ate. She says, her weight became out of control when she was pregnant. Her hormones changed and she could not stop eating. Her body started holding on to large amount of weight. For her, this was something she never experienced before because throughout her youth and early adulthood, she always been fit and lean. Mornings, daytime, and especially nights, my mouth never closed. I ate non-stop, but I could not control it well. Now I think I was able, but at that time, I kept telling myself, I am going to lose everything as soon as I give birth and magically become the same Ella. And all my friends and family told me the same. The eating did not stop, and neither did Eleonora. Did her wanting to be fit and lean again right after the pregnancy. She was adamant the weight was going to come off close to the time she was giving birth. Her weight scaled up to 220. This was almost half of her normal weight. Soon after she gave birth, she weighed herself and saw on the scales 226 lbs staring back at her. This was a huge shock for her. She knew it was time to get back into shape, ignoring the doctor's advice to avoid any type of physical activity for at least 6 weeks after giving birth. She smiled politely but kept silent as she knew she would be getting back into the gym much sooner than others expected. At that time, when I wake up, she said, at that time, when I wake up every morning, I hated to look in the mirror. I tried to not look. But when I did, I kept telling myself, I hate this person, I am going to change myself, I am going to fix this, I am going to look even better than before because I love myself enough to do so. It's clear to see the change was hard for her. She spent the majority of her life in peak condition but now waiting to 26 years. She was desperate to make a change. She worked harder than she ever did before. Her diet was on point, her training was long and rigorous, and the weight started to creep off. It was not until she started to become recognized on social media as a fitness icon and a professional competitor. Her dream of losing weight and getting back into fitness became a reality. When in October 30, 2012, during the summer, she met some friends who introduced her to the WBFF organization, and without hesitation, she stepped on stage in amazing conditions. This was the beginning but by no means the end for her. She has become one of the most successful fitness models on the planet, who boasts one of the strongest and defined physiques the world ever seen. She said, I made a decision to switch organization from WBFF to IFBB. Now I can say it was the best decision in my short but yet full of experience competitor life. After battling hard to bring her weight down and train like she never trained before, she stepped on stage for the first time in 2012 and took home first place. She then made the switch in 2015 to represent the IFBB. She went on to win a total of 3 competitions, the first being with the OPA and then CBFF in Canada. She said, my nature is that I am never satisfied with what I am doing, and to me it seems not enough and not perfect enough. So what keeps me motivated is the desire to become the best I can be. Her favorite form of cardio are low impact with low intensity. When she is in the gym, she will prefer the step master or workout on the spinning bike. There will also be times when she will go jogging outside at the steady pace. Some of her favorite exercises that she will like to include in her workouts are hip thrust for targeting the glutes and hamstrings, and for her upper body she loves doing chin-ups. Paying close attention to her diet like all pro fitness athletes, she will have a healthy mix of micronutrients in each meal. She pays more attention to portion control than the timing of the meals, but she also states meal timing is an important factor to consider when losing weight. Apart from her father, who was the main influencer in her life, she also mentions Dana Lynn Belly and Bella Falcone as her inspirations that spur her on in the fitness industry. What we can learn from her is that even when things were looking down and she doubled her weight to 226 pounds, she kept the inspiration of her father in mind and worked hard towards a healthier life. Moving to a new country was not easy, especially when English was not her first language. Working 2 jobs, meeting new people, training hard and overcoming endless obstacles, she shows us that her determination paid off. She said, I am always dreaming big and setting my goals so high that it seems impossible for me to achieve them. It always scares me, but at the same time, the adrenaline, the determination and my desires give me strength to move forward.
And if you have come for the first time on the channel and you have not subscribed the channel yet, then press the subscribe button now and also press the bell icon to see more new videos like this.